Good evening, everybody. Uh, this is gonna be probably one of my last Rambling Man specials. I think this is the fourth or fifth one I've done now, but it's episode number 40, and let's get right into it. So, if you've been with the channel at all for any amount of time, you know in the Rambling Mans, I get pretty fucked up. And that's no exception tonight. I don't know if I'm going to do any more Rambling Mans after this one because I need to stop drinking so much. But I'm going to make an exception for this. It's my last installment of the Ramblin' Man series. I know it sucks, but we're going to get right into it, baby. We're smoking on the Montego Red 100s. They're perfectly fine. Now, you guys know I'm a connoisseur when it comes to my beers, and I specifically like Busch Light. Tonight, because of the occasion, I've decided to get a triple, like a triple dipper meal from Chili's, right? You could try three different ones. I got Natty Light, I got Bud Light, I got Busch Light. I'm going to rank all three, and I'm going to see which one is the best. And the first one we have up is going to be Natty Lights. So let's go ahead and crack this motherfucker. I'm using it as the post to keep my phone up to record this. Whoa. Oh yeah. Fresh beer. Smells like a light beer. Cheers, y'all. Not terrible. Could be better. Could be worse. Perfectly fine beer. So, I've been thinking about what I can do with this channel, and what way I want to take this channel, and I think I'm going to go in a couple of different ways. I'm still going to do these sort of just catching up with what I have going on, but I'm going to start focusing on mainly doing, like reading stuff. I plan on reading the Bible a little bit. I want to read some scriptures from out of the Bible. Probably just going to do something where I just open a random page and I just start reading and kind of give my thoughts about what it's saying. I'm also wanting to do a run through of Scientology, because that book is very interesting. Not in a good way, but in a wacky, fun way, and I think it'd be cool to kind of read out of that as well. And I'll probably do the same thing with that, where I read a little bit out of it and give you my thoughts and kind of summarize how I feel about what I've read that day. So that's going to be something that I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start posting a lot more on this channel and kind of flooding it with content. And just fair warning for anybody that, well, it's not even a warning. I just want to say up front, I'm not a very religious person. I'm kind of unguided right now. I've got a lot of things going on, and I'm sure everyone else, everyone has life to deal with, and I need some guidance in my life, and that's a big reason why I want to start reading the Bible on here. Not just for content, but to hopefully find some sort of guidance in the scripture. And I get to share that experience with you guys on here, which I think is a beautiful thing. So, and on the flip side of that, the Scientology thing, I have the book. I bought it for $2 at my Goodwill. I've heard crazy things about the book. I've heard crazy things about that religion. And I think it'd be interesting to kind of see the comparison between the two on the channel. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to start with Scientology. I'm going to start with scripture from the Bible as well. And we're just going to read that. And yeah, go from there, man. And like I said, I will still make update videos about me. So, that's that. Let's see here. Aliens. I haven't ran into any aliens. However, I've ran into some humans that, by God, look like aliens. I've ran into humans that look like they're a different species of human, and they act different. I saw this one guy the other day. Man, I don't know who he was. He was some guy in Power on my YouTube. I was scrolling through. He looked like a lizard. He looked like a cold-blooded lizard. I think it was Peter Thiel. Apparently he's like a billionaire. But man, I tell you what, he shouldn't be trusted with any amount of money. Because that motherfucker looks like a lizard. You know what I'm saying? Crazy looking motherfucker. Man, let's talk about Alpha Gale, man. So my sister's husband, shout out, by the way. I can't remember your name right now. It'll pop up into my head here in a second. Dude, I'm sorry. If you see this, brother, I'm sorry. David, there it is. Sorry, David. I had a brain fart there. So David is my sister's husband. He's got Alpha Gale, and I've heard of people that got it, you know. For anyone that doesn't know what Alpha Gale is, or Alpha Gale, however you say it, it's a disease or a virus that you get from the Lone Star tick that makes you allergic to red meat. So you can't eat beef, you can't eat deer, you can't eat elk, you can't eat any red meat, which sucks. And I think I actually had Alpha Gale a couple years ago. I used to do lawn care work and, you know, going into the woods and chopping down trees and stuff like that. You end up getting bit by a couple of ticks, and I remember that I used to, you know, pull those ticks off, and I remember there was like some with the white dots on it, and that's how you can tell that it's Lone Star tick. It's got a white dot on the abdomen, on the body. So I got bit by Alpha Gale tick. Now I'm young. I was younger at the time. I was probably 23. I remember, you know, man, I used to love eating steak. Still do. It's just too expensive. I remember I would eat steak and I'd have like some vicious diarrhea. You know what I mean? Like never, and it wasn't like it's undercooked. I know how to cook a steak. Matter of fact, cooking a steak is one of the few things I actually know how to cook well. But that's beyond the point. Besides the point. So yeah, I used to eat this red meat. And it used to give me like horrible stomach problems. Now, at that time, I didn't look into the subject of Alpha Gale. It wasn't very mainstream. And I'd say probably within 6 months or maybe even a year, I kind of just gravitated to eating things that weren't red. You know, chicken, eggs, fish. Vegetables, carbs, breads, pastas, stuff like that. And it kind of just went away by itself for me. I can eat steak now and it doesn't give me any problems. It doesn't mess up my stomach. It doesn't do anything to me. But David has Alpha Gale. And he's a tattoo artist, a very good tattoo artist, by the way. My sister told me this story that one of his clients came in to get a tattoo, and he shook their hand and all that kind of stuff and was putting on his gloves to put the stencil on for the tattoo. And he started feeling weird, started feeling like dizzy, and I, you know, I don't know exactly the situation, but he knew that something was wrong with him. And so he asked his client, he said, I have Alpha Gale, is there anything that you've been around that could maybe be the reason why I feel funny? And lo and behold, the couple were like, yeah, we use goat milk soap. And it never occurred to me that could be how extreme Alpha Gale is for some people. David, he's in good health. He's a younger guy. I mean, I don't think he's past 30 yet. I think he's in his later 20s, but still young. And it's just crazy to me that can happen, and that effect is what the Alpha Gale is to some people. It's that extreme, where shaking someone's hand when they use goat milk soap makes you almost go into like an, there's a word for it, like I'm missing the word, but it'll come to me in a little bit, but that sort of reaction is extreme and very dangerous, and I didn't realize that's how serious the disease was, which is crazy. And David, I hope you're doing well, and I hope your Alpha Gale clears up sometime soon, man. And when it does, we should eat a steak or a burger. That being said, That's all I really know about that subject. But crazy. That's crazy. If you think about that, that is crazy how that can affect someone by the type of soap someone else uses. Let me go ahead and take another chug. Go ahead and light up another cigarette. Well, I got a new maintenance job. I talked about it in a couple previous videos, and it's going good, man. Maintenance man for an independence living community. You'd think it'd be backbreaking work and pretty technical, and I don't like to toot my own horn. I like to be humble most times, but I do know how to do just about a little bit of everything. And it just has worked out perfectly so far, man. I mean, a year ago, I was at my worst point I've ever been in my entire life. And I'm still lost. Hence, the reason I want to start reading the Bible on here. To try to find some sort of guidance. But it's a dramatic shift in my lifestyle. And it's hard to cope with. I want to go do drugs. I want to. And that's what that is. Addiction's a bitch. Addiction is a fucking bitch. Thankfully, I've had the mental wherewithal to not ease into those urges. It's hard. It's really hard. Yeah. I'm struggling with that right now. But it's alright, and I'm going to keep on moving forward. I'm going to keep moving up. It's very difficult to do, and it's hard to make the right fucking decisions, man. I want to go do drugs. I won't let myself. But there's something in me that wants to throw everything away again. And I don't know why. It may be because I want attention. And I hate to even admit that because it sounds like super like self-important. But it is a part of it, you know. I'm just working these jobs, and however, my jobs are important to the people that I work with. It just doesn't feel like it's enough for me. I want to feel cool again. And the fact is that having a job and providing is not fucking cool. At least it doesn't feel cool to me. Which is a damn shame. It's a sad fucking thing, because that's the coolest thing you can do, is take care of your family and your friends and your kids, you know. But all I want to do is go smoke some weed, smoke some fucking dope, and hang out with these losers that have nothing. And that just want to use me for what I have gained over the last year. From staying away from these fucking losers. And I still have mad love and mad respect for these people that are stuck in the grind. I'm stuck in the grind. I'm just not grinding like they are. I'm not selling drugs. I'm not doing drugs. I'm staying out. I'm trying to change my fucking life, man. It's not easy. And I'm basically doing it without any friends. And that's probably a part of the reason why I want to crash out sometimes, is because I want the attention. And it's gross, but it's the truth. And when I made this channel, I said that I was gonna speak the truth, and full disclosure, you know. And I'm gonna continue to try to be that way. At least for you guys here on YouTube. I do like to micromanage relationships with individuals, because not everyone needs to know everything about you. But you guys are an exception on here, because I love this shit, and I ain't never gonna fucking stop. So, for any of my homies out there watching this, man, I still love you guys. I still respect you guys. I still wish nothing but good for you guys, but I have to keep my distance from y'all because I can't be trusted. I can't trust myself around you guys. I hope you understand. Take another swig. Been getting into succulents. I've got a cactus, I've got eucalyptus, and I've got two more succulents, and I don't know what they are, but I like them because you don't really have to water them or like give them any nutrients, anything, any powdered calcium or whatever the fuck you use to feed your plants. They just kind of chill, and I appreciate that. Very low maintenance, and they look good, which is cool. I may start trying to do some eating challenges on here. Try to switch up the content a little bit. You know what I mean? And every video on my YouTube so far, I've numbered. They've all been basically updates on my life. And I'm going to continue to number my videos that are just updates. The new content are going to go under a separate category in my YouTube. They'll go into a playlist. One will be this, the scripture of the Bible. Another will be the reading out of the Scientology book. And then I'll make another one that's probably just a miscellaneous at first until I kind of get the groove of this new type of content I want to create. But I will keep the numbered videos solely for updates on how I'm doing and what's going on in my life, and just random bullshit that I feel like I want to talk about or that you guys deserve to know about me. If I go through anything, if I accomplish anything, or if anything bad happens to me, that'll go under the numbered category of updates like I've been doing for this entire time. So that's the plan. And yeah, man. Everything's going good over here, though, Everything's actually going pretty good. So that's nice. It's a strange feeling. For a long time, things always seemed like it was a money problem or a family problem or a woman problem or, and I don't have a woman and I've got money and my family is doing okay right now. As good as they can. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Probably like most of you on here. Just trying to figure it out. And I'm going to document it. I mean, I ain't got nothing better to do, and I hate to put it that way. But all I do is make money. All I do is work. And I'm hoping that with the extra content that I post on my YouTube from now on, that maybe I can get pushed into a bracket where I can actually make money off of this shit. Because I do a lot of good with it. And I'll speak on what I would do. I'd keep my jobs. If I started making money from YouTube, I'd keep my jobs. Because I find there is a value in working and doing things that you don't want to do. For anyone that's worked a job that they don't like, I'm sure you've learned a lot of lessons about yourself and about people. And I'm still learning lessons about myself and about other people to this day from jobs that I don't want to do. Nothing good is easy. And YouTube, however it may not be the key to success, it is fairly, straightforward and simple. You put content out and you hope that people can kind of jive with your vibes, So, if I do end up being able to make some money off of YouTube, the plan is to not rely on YouTube. It'd be to keep my job and just have this as an extra stream of money. And the first things I would do with my money would be save it, invest it, and have strategic investments that would benefit my direct family at first. after I know for a fact that all of my direct family is taken care of and that I have helped them to a point where I don't feel the need to anymore, that's whenever I would start doing things like community cookouts, where I would just cook for the community, um, make hot dogs for the community, or donations, donation drives. I could use this platform in order to promote things like runs for charity. One of my buddies, his name's Jonathan. Good guy, really good guy. He set up a run for this. I think it was a lady who had passed away of like liver or kidney disease, and not very many people showed up, but it was a good cause, and that's the type of thing that I would love to be able to do, um, because that's the right thing to do. So that's something that I'd like to do. Be able to cook out for the community, hot dogs and burgers, completely free, of course, completely free. Um, Drives for charities, good causes, mental health, military, cancers, um, women who have been beaten or abused. That'd be a good cause. That is a good cause. It's a great cause, as all of these are. So that's just something I would like to do if this ended up working out. So they might be crack pipe dreams, but a man can try. There's another beautiful day in the Ozarks today. It's just about to be the end of summer. About to go into the fall. The fall in the Ozarks is a beautiful time. Uh, we really don't get very cold around here until about December, maybe even January. We've been having some late winters recently, and short winters, but extreme. A lot of snow, a lot of ice, a lot of very cold days with high winds. So the wind chill is negatives. And so I'm looking forward to it. I like the winter. I like the fall, and I like the summer. I like the spring. I honestly like all seasons. They all have their hit and miss properties. This summer hasn't really been that bad. It's been humid as a bitch. Like very humid. Feels like whenever you take a breath in, you're like inhaling mashed potatoes. That's how thick the air is sometimes. Not fun to work in, man. You get real clammy and stuff, but once you get up a sweat, it's usually always a little windy, so you cool off quickly. But I'm really looking forward to the fall. I cannot wait for those cool days. I want to go out and hit some trails and hike, or at least see a couple of good sunsets somewhere. It's hard to find the time anymore, man, to do anything. Working 7 days a week, it's nice for the money, but it really limits you to any extra things that you want to do, which is obviously a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. And I'm going to drag this situation I have on until I milk that cow for every drop it has. I mean, I'm washing dishes a lot of the times at my cooking job at a Japanese steakhouse, and it bothers the fuck out of me because I was told I was supposed to be a chef. And I know how to cook now, but we have a problem with keeping dishwashers where I work, and I've been there for almost a year, but I'm the youngest, not in age, but as work experience in the building, and so everyone kind of pushes it on me, which really aggravates me, man, because I was told I was going to be moved over there to be a chef, and now I'm kind of just the fucking dishwasher, so that's very aggravating. However, not everything good is easy, and it's something I'm going to have to just continue to stick with, because honestly, they've done me really good, and I'm not gonna quit on them I don't plan on doing that. They're good people. It's just very frustrating. But yeah, so that sucks, and that's 6 days out of the week. Like last week, 4 out of my 6 days, I was washing the dishes. So it's like that's kind of bullshit, man. I mean, my boss told me I was gonna be cooking, learning how to cook. I learned how to cook, and now I'm washing the dishes. What the fuck? But it's okay. I'm gonna grind it out. I'm gonna keep stacking up this paper, man. There's nothing cooler than having money. Um, I learned that throughout years and years of not having money. There's nothing cooler than having money, not having to worry about financial situations. Having financial freedom is one of the best feelings anyone can ever work for. It's nice not having to worry about money. So I'm going to keep on doing that. You know, that's just the name of the game. I'm going to keep on investing. I've got a nice portfolio right now with a good amount of cash. Not accessible in any sort of way. It's all tied up into the market. So for anyone that hears me talking about money and thinks, oh man, he's got money. Not really. I have investments, but an actual money I have on me at any given time is probably less than $50 and less than 100 in my bank account. My whole thing is that I can't trust myself with the cash or with the accessible funds, and so I park all my money in the market immediately, and then I can't touch it. So I'm going to continue to do that. Obviously, been talking about it. I have plans on getting my own vehicle soon. When I do get my own vehicle, man, you know I'm going to post a video of that bitch. It's going to be fresh. I don't know if I'm going to go with the SUV. I may go with a car. I'm probably not going to get a truck. Where I'm at, trucks are so expensive. It's just not reasonable for me to do that. I don't have that sort of client base, you know. I could try to start my own thing around here, but at the same time, it's like I want to make smart money decisions, not hop onto something where I'm stuck in like 5 years of payments and I'm not even using the truck for anything but looking cool. I could give a fuck less about looking cool, um, even though earlier I was talking about I want to feel cool. It, you know, it's a complex situation that I don't have all the answers for. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I am not going to get into something that just looks cool whenever I don't have any client base in order to pay for the thing that I bought, which would be a truck. So I'll probably go with an SUV. Something that's bigger where I can put my tools in the back of it if I have to do any handyman services like my job. Or if I have any side jobs, I can just bring my tools with me. I will tell you this, though. No matter what I get, whether it be a car, a truck, or a SUV, I'm definitely getting something with a ball on the back because I want to be able to purchase a trailer. That way I can do landscaping and lawn care, even if it's not a truck. That makes sense to me. You know, I don't have to have the nicest, flashiest fucking F-150 2025 to be able to work out of it. And whatever I buy, for me, is going to make me money back. So it's got to have that ball on the back, the tail hitch, the trailer hitch. That way I can, you know, do odd jobs here and there and make that extra capital whenever I have the time. Yeah, so a lot of stuff on my table. That's perfectly fine. Dealing with a little bit of depression, man. I've been taking these fucking muscle relaxers. You know, I broke my neck about 2.5 years ago, almost 3 now. And sometimes I wake up and it really hurts me and I'm like locked up and I stand up straight and I can feel I broke my C7 and C8 vertebrae, which is right here on the top of your neck. I kind of slouch now, you can probably tell. But when I wake up in the mornings, you know, I'll be aching and I'll kind of go like that and straighten my back up and I'll just pop every single one in my neck, man. It's just fucking crack that bitch and, you know, it hurts, but it feels good at the same time. So anyway, I've been taking these muscle relaxers, dude, and, they give me these crazy fucking dreams and I've been really fucking up and I apologize, for anyone on here that knows me because it is what it is, but it sucks. I've been mixing alcohol with these pills, and it just makes me so fucking emotional, man. Um, Now, that being said, I flushed all those pills that I had. They were muscle relaxers. I flushed them all this morning. Because I was really sad last night, man. I was really fucking sad. Really depressed. I was totally good, though. I was totally cool before I started drinking. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to take one of these muscle relaxers and pass out. But I didn't pass out. I just got sad. Thank God I didn't do anything farther than that. But I was really sad. I was really depressed last night, so that sucks. And I'm still kind of working through that today. But I did flush those pills this morning because I'm not taking those anymore. I'm trying to stop drinking, at least not drinking as much. But I don't want to do anything stupid or anything rash to myself just because I feel bad at a certain time. And if those pills are what's making me sad sometimes, then they gotta go. It's as simple as that. So they're gone. Fuck them. I shouldn't be taking pills anyway. I just wanted some sort of pain relief, and they don't mix for me, which is fine, man. They gotta go. Let's see. What else was I gonna... I was just about to say something else. Fuck it. I don't remember. It's what it is. Ah. Well, I reckon this video has been long enough. I spoke my truth tonight. It's the Final Rambling Man for a good while. And I obviously didn't get to the Bud Light or the Bush Light. I don't want to get too intoxicated. I'll post which one is the best in my YouTube posting board. I'll let you guys know which one I enjoy the best. Spoiler alert, it's probably Bush Light. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I love you guys. If you made it to the end of the video, like the video. Comment and subscribe if you aren't already. We're going to end this bitch with a chug. Cheers.